welcome back. I'm Mr. Allison, I'm your principal, and we are so excited to have you back. Going to walk you through everything you need to know to get ready for next Monday. Most of you have already done. You have done your attestation, and your attestation is the most important safety thing we can do besides wearing a mask, which you're all doing as well, so great job. Your attestation means you're safe and you're feeling well enough to come to school. Just a couple of quick things. If you are riding a bus, the buses will be dropping off right where they just did. You all saw that. And you're going to follow this line right upstairs to your entry. If you're being dropped off by your parents, many of you already did that, you can drop off either in the bus lane or the secondary lane, okay? And then you're going to walk directly to the entry. When we come to school, we have done that attestation. How many of you have this card? This card. A lot of you I saw. And if you don't, that's okay too. We can verify you up there as well. You can either use this card or your phone. And many of you saw the QR code right here, and you can get to that attestation through your photo app on your phone. We'll show you how to do that. If you haven't done your attestation, that's okay. We have our nursing staff, Nurse Sarah and Nurse Elizabeth. They are at the picnic table. So any day that you may have forgotten to do your attestation or you have trouble with the app or something like that, just go right to the picnic table and our nursing staff will help you get ready for entry. So one more thing, get ready. You gotta work out a little bit. I wanna hear a loud "Go Mustangs" on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go Mustangs! You just got to enjoy our lovely hallways, and a couple quick things just for safety with our hallways to keep in mind. Number one, you're doing a great job keeping that 6-foot distance at all times, and those dots that you see or arrows that you see will help you with that. The other thing to keep in mind is always make sure you're staying on the right side of the hallway, and the barriers will help you with that, as well as the signs that are one way in most instances, okay? The last thing I'll say about our hallways is just be aware of your surroundings. Just kind of be mindful of people so that you can keep that 6-foot distance. And I'm gonna, maybe you know this word, but I'm gonna help you with this word. It's called deference. Has anyone heard of this word or knows what that means? Yeah.
It's like, respecting or something?
Yeah, it's like respect and kind of yielding to someone else. So way to go, thank you. You guys are awesome. So it's just an act of respect. And for instance, I might, what's your name? Josh. Josh and I are kind of right in the same spot. I'm gonna say, hey Josh, go right ahead. I'm not in a hurry. Josh, go for it. And he's a Cubs fan anyway, so I'm gonna give him respect, right? So, and that's a bonus, right? But be deferential and give folks deference when you're in the halls. Okay, let's talk quickly. You also noticed some beautiful things about our hallways. They are fantastically adorned, which means they're decorated. So I'm going to have Ms. Pierce, our school counselor, and Ms. Butler, our other school counselor, talk about our hallways.
Awesome, thank you. Hi everybody, it is so nice to see you here. I'm Ms. Pierce, I'm one of the school counselors. Me and my fantastic partner in crime, Ms. Butler, over here is the other school counselor. We've been working the last few months with a bunch of students who have been amazing, and we've been working on a program called Peace, Equity, and Social Justice at McMurray. And the response of this group was to come together in response to the rising violence we've seen in this country against Black, Indigenous, and people of color, and Asian population, and Pacific Islanders, and also the LGBTQ community, particularly transgender folks. And so we've come together as a community just to empower each other and learn more about how we can take an active stance to be anti-racist and anti-violence. And learn that our voices matter and we can speak up against acts of bigotry and injustice, even in our own hallways and in our communities. So the goal of this group is to get really intentional about how we want to be together here at McMurray. And so you'll see in this building as you're walking through and see all of our bulletin boards, all of this is student artwork that was generated by these students who are in this group. And there's a few of you who are here today that were with this group with us, and it's been just such a pleasure working with all of you. So if that's something you're interested in joining us in, you can talk to Ms. Butler or I. And what else, Ms. Butler?
Well, we really want you to pay attention to what's on the walls, the words and the visuals, because what that really shows is how, when you walk through our doors at McMurray, this is how we are as a McMurray family. This is our values. This is how we want to be together. And it might look a little bit different maybe than other places of your life, but as soon as you walk into McMurray, you can know what you see around the building is our school culture together, okay?
Okay, let's talk a little bit about lunch and recess. We don't really call it recess, but it's kind of like both, right? We have a 30-minute period in the middle of the day that you get a chance to enjoy some good food and get outside or inside and do some activity. When you enter, there's going to be a table there where you can get a grab-and-go lunch and breakfast, basically, okay? And this year is cool. It's all free for everybody, so you don't have to pay. You don't even have to pack a lunch unless you want to. And so that's one. Skip that one step when you're home, because we have great food options. You can get an option of the entree of the day, a sandwich. They have a sandwich selection of ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, sometimes tuna, and everybody's fan favorite PB&J. It's pretty popular, believe it or not. So lunch, when you come in, you take that grab-and-go option that you have. You're going to place that in your backpack. Okay. Remember, everybody's going to bring a backpack or a bag, your choice. You're going to bring your Chromebook, your charger, your water bottle, a couple masks, your favorite mask, your scan card that many of you brought today, and your school supplies, of course, okay? You place your lunch in that bag and then head directly to your second period, okay? And then the only places you can eat, which is not in the classroom, so no eating in the classroom, can't do that because of COVID, but you may eat at lunch or on a break in this space where you all are, nicely socially distanced, or in that space, which is right in there and set up very similarly. Or the best option is to eat outside. There's shady spots and sunny spots and benches. If you go one to a bench or you sit in a circle on a labyrinth or picnic tables, we'll help you with that. And you can certainly enjoy our outdoor spaces. You can play ping pong, you can play pool and indoor activities. We will have also basketball and soccer balls and frisbees and things like that for you to play outside. And we encourage you to be active when you are outside. You see these stations right here? We have spots where you can place your recycle, your trash, and compost, okay? It's very important. We have a hungry pig on the island that we give our compost to, and he's been missing that. So do take care and be responsible for your trash and recycle. We have an awesome office team. Yay, Miss Vickers and Mr. Lance. He's right there.
Welcome to McMurray. We are so glad you are here. So Mr. Lance and I, Ms. Vickers, we run the office, and we basically try to answer whatever questions you have. Next question, show of hands, no hand yet. Who's gotten really good at sending emails this year? I bet we've got a few. The best way to get what you need from the office is to send us an email. We have an email just for students. It is mcmoffice@vashonsd.org, and you'll see it posted all over the place. If you have a question for the office, like if you can't find your bar card and you need us to get a new one for you, or if you need a form for sports, send us an email and we will deliver it to your classroom while you're here. If you need something that you can't do by email, we can only have 2 people in the office at a time, 2 students. So if there are students in there already, you'll be waiting in line right here where Ms. Waltansky and Ms. Stendhal are standing.
Last but not least, I want to talk just briefly about restrooms. Restrooms are a little different too because of COVID, and just like the office, these main hallway restrooms, which are just outside, they only have an occupancy of 2 as well. So 2 people at any given time in the men's or the women's restroom. Very, very important that you maintain that. The other thing is that you only can use the restroom during classes or during lunch. And so your teachers will ask you to fill out a quick form, which is like a survey, but it tells you, it asks what time you're going to be back and what time you're going to go out. It's important for us to know who's in our hallways at any given time, okay? The other restrooms that we have are down the hallway, which you'll probably visit at some point. And those restrooms and the office restroom and the all-gender restroom, which is down below, those have an occupancy of 1 at a time, okay? So only the main office or ones in front of the office are 2, everything else is an occupancy of 1, okay? All right, you've been awesome. Thank you so much for listening, and appreciate you all. Let's go ahead and do a little gallery walk of our beautiful hallways and check out some of the messages and the art.